I want to talk about Free from AJ and Free from 106 in Park really quickly. So I did a small little, I looked into Amy Winehouse. I don't want to call it a reading. I just looked into Amy Winehouse yesterday because she had been coming to me for a few weeks, and I haven't been wanting to do it because I just wasn't used to doing things online, especially looking into people and what could have happened around the time of her passing. And I just wasn't used to doing things like that. And so it's like, we just go on and, excuse me, it's time for this to be some of my content that I put out. Now it's time for this type of stuff right here to be some of my content. Uh, because it's time to start really getting into this part of who I am. You know, it's really time to start putting this part of who I am to more use. Uh, and so I want to talk about Free from 106th and Park. So right after I got finished talking about Amy Winehouse, I don't know why Free come up in my mind out of all other people that I could have thought about. Free. Her name is Free. She comes up in my mind. And I immediately heard that free is free. Free is free. I want to show a picture that I saw of her too. But I want to show this picture that I hope, let's see. She looked like a person that's jazzy, have a lot of energy, but she's also a person that people will also take a lot of energy off of a person like that too. So I want to show this picture. I was starting to let that be the first thing I showed, but she looked a little too she looked like she was tired. She looked like the energy had been taken away from her. She looked like something. I mean, she's looking right into the camera. She knows that somebody's taking a picture of her. She's looking right into the camera. Yet she looks like she is drained. She looks drained in this picture. I mean, she's looking into the camera, so she knows somebody is taking a picture of her. You know how somebody just have a regular look on their face? Like some people don't smile. But this picture, this is not about her just having a regular old look. She looks like she's tired. She looks drained. And not from just having a long day. She just looks like she's drained. This is when she was doing it with Brandy. She looked like she was full of life. And she probably is now because when I first thought about her, I heard free is free. So the image I saw of her, I saw a person with like a little mini looking like afro, like neat looking afro. And it was orange with a part like towards the right side. It was a mini afro, orange looking afro, like it had orange dye. And so, what does that mean? Well, look at the color. You see the color orange. And so, it might have something to do with her getting her power back. It could have something to do with her getting her power back. Uh, I don't know what she had to do in this industry, in that industry. I don't know what she had to do. But it looked like somebody was I don't know if it was sex magic or what it was, but it's almost like it brings me to this movie, this show called American Gods, and how the Queen of Sheba, how everybody, all of the men were jealous of her sexual power. It's this one scene where Queen of Sheba had a lot of sexual power, and a lot of the men were jealous of her sexual power, and they wanted her power. And this is what I feel like from Free. She had a lot of power. She had a lot of pizzazz. She had like this is Nicki Minaj, right? It's not just because see this is Nicki Minaj. True enough, she I get it. I'm showing the way she looks, but now I'm gonna show. Look at this, and I'm gonna show you Free and the difference. I can tell the difference in the energy. Who is that? Is this Free? No, that ain't her. I thought that might have been her. Well, let's see. Is that her? I don't think that's her. I'm going through images. But basically, what I'm saying is Free seemed to possess a lot of power. She had a lot of energy. She, to me, I see a lot of power. Even here, she looks drained. Oh, that's the first photo. She looks drained. But she had a lot of power. So these are photos of her. And the reason I showed a photo of Nicki Minaj, it's more than just looking, sexy or whatever. I don't know if that was a picture of Free with a sexy look or not. I don't think that was her, but this photo is. And she don't have to try. She don't have to try. Not saying that Nicki Minaj does either, but she don't have to try. She just is. I showed that before. She just is. And I mean, she just is. She don't have to try. She just is. And I feel like her beauty, her beauty was envied, and her sexual power was envied. Her power was envied. And see, uh, you can have people like look at Free and say, "Oh, look at her. Look at her personality. Look at her. She's so full of life. Look at her." Yeah, that's all true. But the problem is that it's a world full of people who want what you have. Like, is this a world full of people who want what you have and they get jealous? So somebody could have been doing stuff to strip her beauty. Some people could have been doing things to strip her life. The first thing I got is a lot of sex stuff going on, a lot of sex magic. Um, when I saw that image of Free, and I saw a vision of her, I saw a vision of her in with short, like short hair that's kind of in an afro type of look, but it's nice, like curly looking, but it looks like a little small afro. And she has a part on the right side, and it's orange. The color is like an orange dye. And for before I saw that, I heard the words free. Free got her freedom. Free is free. I heard the words free is free. She is free. And then that's when I saw that vision of her hair with that orange, and that let me know she got her power back. She got her power back. Something happened where her power was stripped, and she was just like drained, and a lot of her energy was being taken. You know, but she's free now. And one day she's going to talk about it. What do I have to say about AJ? I just heard the words AJ didn't help. She considered him a friend, but he didn't help at all. Yeah, I don't want to. Allegedly, he might have been in on it. Not too good of things about AJ. Uh, but she is free. I don't know if she has anything else to do with the industry. I haven't looked into her because it's not like I was inquiring anything about Free. She just came to mind. For some reason, she just came to mind. And so I decided to do something mini about her. So I'm still seeing where her afro is grown out. So now I'm seeing a vision where her afro is grown out. And she was like facing me. And it was still thick and afro and puffy, but it's grown out more from the vision I saw yesterday. And it's grown out more towards the left side. I have to make a point of that. It seems like it's grown out, like it's picked up towards the left side. Hmm. And it's still orange. Okay, but yeah. So that's symbolic. It's like more towards her left. Huh. She was a very smart person. Hold on a second. Let me look at something. Let me look up something. Sorry. Hold on. Okay. So here's the right brain. It's just amazing. So I said that I saw well an image of her, a vision of her, and she had an orange little afro. I'm looking at the brain. So this is the left versus the right brain. Now it's just interesting how this color is orange looking. It's creative, intuitive, artistic, nonverbal, emotional, emotions, imagination. Okay? So she's getting all of that back, look like. But then I just saw an image of her, but she was facing towards me now. She wasn't like facing, she was facing me, like she was looking at me. And then I saw her hair, it was still orange, but the afro was growing more, but it was going towards more the left side. And it's logical, analytical, linear, verbal, factual, sequential. I think she's a very intelligent person too. Huh. Uh, very logical and things like that. So what stuck out to me is logic. She's like she had become more logical. So something happened where she was she wasn't balanced in her emotions, and she might have been making some type of decisions in her life, regardless of what it had to do with, whether it was love or whatever it had to do with. She was making a lot of decisions in her life that was just she just wasn't balanced, and she wasn't using a lot of logic. And so when I saw her hair going towards her left side like that, uh, that the first thing that comes to me is logic. Like she's become more logical, she's become more balanced. So anyway, Basically, I'm just the main thing I got is it looked like she just lost a lot of power. She looked drained. Uh, and you know, even when like even when I would see the pictures of her being taken, it looked like she tried to smile, looked like she tried to have energy, and she just didn't have it. And so, looked like she's getting back to who she was before all of this started. You know, I don't have anything else to say. I don't know what I have to say about AJ. What do I have to say about him? I don't want to say too much. I might have seen some red eyes, but I don't want to say too much because, uh, yeah, I don't want to get into saying too much about him. But it doesn't look like it was too good. Uh, anyway, that'll be it, and I'll talk later.